Hello everybody, and welcome back to some more Outer Wilds where we continue the chaos of everything going on as we head through Echoes of the Eye DLC here, in Outer Wilds. We've been having a lot of fun with stuff. And I'm finding some new pieces that I'm very intrigued by, so to speak. Another thing is last episode we found what I believe to be there's more to explore here, because we found a slide reel at the top of the tower within, the stranger. And I'm betting that each of these slide reels contributes to this mystery surrounding the submerged structure that is existing within this game. I'm not sure what it is. I haven't messed with the submerged structure enough, but last episode we also saw something that made me extra scared, which is the fact that we found finally we found the dead bodies of these guys. Now, why is that scary? Because unlike the Nomai, they were strapped up to some sort of machine when they died. Like, these guys, they set themselves up a machine and said, "All right, this is how we die," which is terrifying to me, because that means that these guys did that on purpose, and it wasn't a, "Hey, we've got a thing that we want to do that's fancy with this." It's a, "Oh no, we know what we're doing. And we're doing it very much on purpose." Meaning they have a plan behind their corpses being turned into corpses. Meaning they can very well still be alive. Which is, in and of itself, extra scary. And good. That little shortcut that we found last episode right there is turning out to be helpful. Why? Well, this gives me access to some things that I didn't, or that I wasn't able to really do in the fast time frame immediately the first time, and does let me actually get through to certain areas earlier, I'm betting. Like, for instance, hang on. I forget you kinda need to turn this off. Let me see something. Can I sail this ship to the other side? And it does look like we can. I also would like to mention, I'm pretty sure... Oh, interesting. So this is a valve. I was pretty sure that this was a valve of some kind, meant to help reduce the amount of flow of the water into here. I just wasn't expecting it to work that well as a valve. So really, in all honesty, what this is used for is getting to the submerged structure faster. Okay. Interesting. Not as worth it to me as I thought it was. So, I mean, I'll be playing with you in a future time frame, because I know you're important. I just kinda currently refuse to interact with it right now. Mainly simply because I still have so much that I don't know about this area, and I'm betting whatever I'm doing here is going to unlock something as like a sort of key in to this system that we're working on here. Because there's something with the submerged structure. I don't get it just yet, but there's a reason to the madness that isn't. The fact of the matter is like, you know, this being so visual based, I'm sure I am going to see some crap whenever we finally get to, hi, yeah, let's go mess with that thing now, shall we? Because, like, that's what this entire DLC seems to be about, is visual, visual, visual. Like, everything with getting here was a visual puzzle. Everything with moving through this area is, can you or can't you see something? And that's starting to make me like combo the ideas of, okay, the puzzles are related to the visuals of things, where we're after, wait, what the, oh, I'm like, what is this? How, explain? Yeah, no, I just was being stupid. So, effectively, if I want to do something well, I need to do something with, you know, like, I need to be able to see for myself what it is. And the way I solve a lot of visual problems, because as we know, I'm blind, is by, like, I have to explore around the visual problem. I mean, like, I have to see it from a lot of separate angles than just, oh, you know, what's this, how does it work, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, my visual problem solving is good, especially because, like, I can, you know, still problem solve in a way that's like, ah, yes, this is going to do this with this, and that's how we do this, you know, is we go through and do all this stuff. Like, that's how... Yeah, that's the lights dimming when that happens. God, that's so spooky. I'm also pretty sure this tunnel really doesn't have anything under here. Wow. That actually surprises me. I thought there was going to be, like, a lower version of that. But that's fine, you know. Another thing I wanted to see is... yeah. Like, I feel like there's an extra staircase in here, because there is. And I don't understand why. Why is there an extra staircase in here? Alrighty, the slide reel that I wanted to yoink is right here. And the other thing that I wanted to yoink from here is a lantern. Once I could... ow. Once I could find a good spot for this, because we need a lantern as well as part of this. And exposing these things to water kills them. Or the lanterns to water kills them, apparently. Because the water here is very murky, as I found out. So, yeah. That's the other additional fun little micro challenge that we've been introduced to, which is... come on. Come on. Look, at this rate, I'm like, I know the stairs would work. I have refused them at this point. Okay. I also am very much considering going and grabbing some fuel soon. I'm more just hoping there's a lantern really close by I can grab. Yep, there it is. Cool. Now I don't have to worry about trying to go into there or whatnot. Now, this is... this DLC so far has got me very intrigued. Like, I'm... I hate to say this, but part of me feels like there's as much in this DLC as there is in the base game, which is insanity. Alright, what does this mean? So, Earth or something. walks through these gates. They... Hold on. The walls are quantum. The walls themselves. I swear I was noting a second staircase, and I knew there was. Oh my god. Oh my god. I need... fuel. And we've got a new thing to go figure. Oh my god. A freaking course. Those lanterns. So it's all visual. It's literally all visual. I don't know why I didn't connect this dot. It's literally all light based. So light. It's light. It's literally light. Okay, so you have this. Oh my god. That's sick. Okay, well now we're seeing this place. More of the skeletons. You guys have light in your hand for this. So their souls are in here until the dam breaks, basically. Because the dam... Oh, God. There's one of them. One of them didn't get filled. That's not creepy. That totally isn't scary. Okay, so... That's insane. So if I put that there... Oh, wow. Once it's there, it's there. It doesn't move. Interesting. That does make me question a certain thing about this, but I can hold my questions until later. Especially because, you know, it's just something that a tiny whiny thing, you know, cares about. Ow. I do hate the gravity here a little bit. Being as aggressive as it is, I wish it was just a teeny bit lesser on the gravity. And go this way. Go this way. Go this way. Woo! Hi guys. Hello. Where am I going? Okay. I don't want... Oh my gosh. Wow. That is with the water rays that I can't get over to there. Interesting. So, even with the water raised, I can't get up there. I say knowing full well the water level's about to raise and punch me into a thing. Yep, and that's the water level raised. So even with the water level raised, can't get over there. Interesting. So this is totally something that you need to get to from above. Yeah, you need to get there from above, which means you walk across all that stuff. You do some jumping. Or no, you have to get there. You have to get there from there. You have to get there from the dam. You have to get here from the dam. So, remember how I said that that entry was utterly useless to me now? Well, I love when my hypothesis proves itself wrong, basically, is the best way to put it. I also would like to mention, I think, if I'm good enough, I can land on some of these and do a speedrunner trick. I'm like, hang on. I'm not done yet. Because I didn't say sure to this. I didn't say I'd like to be done yet. I said, too bad, I would like to do stuff right now. This is such a cool environment. Alright, ow. Why did that hurt me so bad? Alright. Here we are. Hello, you. You are the burning of the tapes. Interesting. Oh, wow. Okay, and the game lagged. The game is frozen. A very big ship log updated, apparently. Yeah, the eye shattered on the ground. Jeez. Wow. Something they did not like about the eye. Oh boy. Oh, hang on, wait a minute. Can I... I'm like, are you too malleable? In the way that you work? No, you're for something else. There is an entry area behind this. I get the feeling like I'm currently being hunted right now. Okay, there's 3 tapes, or 2 tapes. Probably going to be 3 tapes, eventually. Oh, this is another seal one. Okay, so I'm gonna put that there. It's interesting, by the way, that I get one of the weird lanterns that also, you know, is how they did all the soul funny weird stuff things that I'm getting from this. Okay, so this is the on the topic of their artifacts. So this is after viewing the end of the universe. So they look upon this stuff, they watch the universe do its thing. They go and discuss some things about their home and their past, and they cry. Some of the tapes were burned and damaged. They gather these things into machines, and they go to sleep with their lanterns. And that's it. That's their soul storage thing that I'm betting. So, this thing, if I doze off, it's going to light a fire of soul magic, I'm betting. So, something about this is important. That's the first one, though, that I've seen, I guess, is the best way to put it. Alright, you guys, you view this, and you put a light on that. And that's it. So, all three of those were made through something, and that something is something very important to you guys. Okay, I'm gonna try and land on that roof, because from that roof... I'm like, on that roof, I feel like I can get to the rest of this. I also feel like I do need to try and get here even earlier, by the way, especially because this building has collapsed from what is here. Interesting. So you're this village thing. Yeah, this is very interesting. Just everything about this. Okay, so you're good. You're good. So you're to there, which is where I came in. Got it. There's a door there. So this is basically like an entry leader house type thing. God, I thought there was somebody sitting at that chair. Okay, that's a launch pad. That's the back side of a door, so something I can open. Oh. 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 Okay. That's a very important door. Got it. A door that I'm not sure what do. How open? Okay. We're about to get timeline wiped. Here we go. Yippee. How did I get in here? How did I enter this building? Through here. Got it. So... there's a further entry deeper in. Got it. You... hang on. I'm like, I know this little trick of your guys's, and I just want to confirm and see some stuff. Yep, every single one of these guys, they hold their little artifact things. Interesting. Okay. That green fire is something very important to them. Like, I don't understand it innately. How it is, but I can very much tell it is. And yeah, this is this. Okay. Got it. I'm about to get timeline wiped. Yep. Here we are. Oh, this is... I'm so confused. I want to get back there in particular right now, just to make sure that I'm getting everything. Especially because, like, I went through all the effort of cheesing, get over there. Now that I know the actual legitimate way to get over there, I would like to get over there now. You know. Now that I know. Alrighty, of course. Let's go. Alrighty, and Wizza. Here we go. Launch us off to the stranger, and then once I get us going. Alright, there we go. Hi, ship log. What's new here? Abandoned temple, hidden gorge, burned slide reel. Alrighty, so the sealed vault, the abandoned temple. An abandoned temple marked with a symbol of burning slide reel. It can be accessed from passage in the hidden gorge. Hidden gorge, narrow gorge along the rightmost branch of the river. There are dwellings built in both cliff faces high above. Slide reel that shows the stranger's inhabitants congregating around a strange green fire. Several slides have been burned and cannot be viewed. There's more to explore here, obviously, because I didn't show up at a good time. I find it interesting, by the way, that this is ostracized right now. Like, why is it not connected? And yeah, everything in here is sort of pointing towards the sealed vaults and the submerged structure. So the river lowlands still have some stuff to explore. Their slide is the one that I'm currently missing now. So we will see as things happen, you know, what we're going to find out from this. But God, it is so interesting. I also find it funny that every time I come in here, I'm apparently having to try and land myself upside down. Because that's just how I do this place, apparently, is I must always come in upside down. Hang on, did I get... There it is. I'm like, I know of this. God. This is such a unique idea. Especially because this game has already played so much with the concept of, like, light and dark and visuals and all that with the Quantum Moon. It's so interesting to find them doing it again, but in a whole new, like, meaning almost, if that makes sense, with this. Like, this is not what I would have expected them to do, basically. Like, this whole little DLC and its currently basis on some visual, or the visual puzzles of see and don't see, you know, are extremely interesting to me. That they have found a way to do it twice without making it bad, if that makes sense. Like, it's not a slog that they are doing it this way. And that's what's interesting to me. The fact that this area is not included in the base game, though, and is, you know, just a DLC thing, is very, very much, like, really cool. I'm personally never been, like, a full person for DLC type content. I've always been that you release your game when it's done to you. However, this is, like, one of those things where it's like, well, the game is done even without this DLC, and it's a beautiful story without the DLC. And I agree. The game is a beautiful story without the DLC. It is not a necessity. The DLC, though, this DLC, though, seems to be focused on adding some answers to some questions that I wasn't even really sure existed, I guess, is the way to put it. I'm also finding that this side just sucks. Like, everything about this area just kind of sucks. With the way it is to get over to here. So, this is really only useful for something with the submerged structure, and currently useless otherwise, I think. So, I think, yeah, I'm just gonna stick to my speed runs through the river for future runs. But I am still going to at least try and figure out what's going on here right now, you know, because just because I mess up one thing on a run does not mean the entire run is messed up. Oh no. Especially if this area holds any secrets or anything. Like, we're exploring what I think is probably the biggest structure in the game. Like, it's big. Interesting. So they're little... So that's their symbol for the submerged structure, then. Interesting. Okay, well, I did still miss something with these lowlands. And my main thing I believe I missed is to do with this house. Which, hang on. Okay, so there's not too many big zones of this stuff. Yeah, so if I hug this side right now, I should be able to walk my way through. Yeah, and right there's the real spotty problem. Okay, you won't let me launch it through there, which is fine. Is there anything I can glean from here from this? Nope. Other than now I'm dead because I ghost mattered myself and didn't pull myself away fast enough. Of course. Of course. Of course. So, okay. That ghost matter house has something important with it, but it's gotta have something that is something you access later down the line. Or with something else. Like, this has gotta have something that either makes you immune to the ghost matter, or, like, there's something else about this that I'm missing. Yeah, and wow. The stranger. Yeah. Such an interesting spot. Okay, let's do that. That'll get us going. That way we're heading towards this spot that we know for certain is missing some things. And we can just enjoy it. And I don't need to be, you know, worried about, like, not remembering which spot is which spot. I can just go and find it. Actually, I don't know why I got up. I'm like, there's no reason to ever really get up from this. Eh, it doesn't matter. I'm like, once I'm in here, I'm in here. I don't even really care. Like, I just get in to get in, effectively. There we go. The lowlands are there. Excuse me. Game. I'm glad they added that push raft button, because it is very much a, oh yes, what if I am stuck, you know? And I like that they acknowledged it. I like that they acknowledge it. Alrighty. Back here at the first spot again, except this time with the knowledge of how this whole system works. We're looking for a slide reel for you, because while I did find a way to skip it, yep. Only partially skip. You do need to get that thing. You do need a lantern to go entirely in that. So, ergo, we go find some. Or we go find us a lantern. Apparently. You're a broken lantern. Is there? Hang on. I'm like, yeah, don't you guys have lanterns? Yeah, you are a lantern. Haha. Look at me as I find my lantern with ease. I will say the amount of bunny hopping I'm doing on this whole adventure is interesting. Alright. They're home, I'm assuming. Whatever this is. So they detect the eye of the universe, or they see the eye of the universe far off in our solar systems. It irradiates the thing that resonates with them, and they get the vision of the eye of the universe, and they go wild. They see the eye, and they build this thing, stranger, to head over to here, much like the Nomai did. And then they just exist, and that's where they detect the eye of the universe's thing. So, because they see the visions, they're, oh god. So they're not running into the similar issues that the Nomai did, because the Nomai struggled because the eye is quantum. They can sort of experience the eye from its waves because they visualize the waves. At least I think. Like, that's currently my understanding is, like, they had tools that let them visualize the waves. So they aren't like the Nomai in the aspect of they needed something. Yeah, wow. Okay, so really, whatever it is, if it has their planet in it, it leads you to their system for going home, basically. Or whatever it is, their memory thing. God, this is so interesting to me. See, now I'm just like, I don't know what to try. I don't know what to do. I'm kind of in the boat of now I want to go back to my ship and then use the ship to mark another spot that we're missing some stuff, figure it out. I'm 1000% sure at this rate there is a system I'm not interacting with. In fact, I'm pretty sure it has something to do with the campfires, and I'm betting I can doze off on them. Here's the thing I want everybody to understand. Right now, I'm very much in visualization mode. This DLC very clearly has just as much to it as the base game, but all of its pieces are much more denser and much more easily viewable, so to speak. So it's very easy to run into all of the pieces, but understanding what to do with them is the hassle. And right now, I'm still very much trying to understand what to do with all of my pieces, and trying to even find and visualize them to begin with, which is, as I said, the main struggle of this. So yeah. Let's go here. Interesting that there's still more to explore in the lowlands. And the Hidden Gorge. So let's mark the Hidden Gorge, because the Hidden Gorge gave me the most things that I knew about needing to you know, like, actively try. Also, I should refuel, since, you know, we're here. And I've got to hurry on this, so might as well. Are you kidding me? There we go. Alright, that's gonna break now. I'm betting. Right? No? Okay. Gotta hurry, so let us hurry. Gotta get to the other side of this thing, and fast. Okay. You go this way. You go this way. You go this way. You go this way. The amount of similarities that I am drawing to these guys and the Nomai is what makes them really intriguing to me. Because they feel very, very much like the Nomai did. Like, they were chasing after something for, like, the sheer essence that it was calling to them. And they saw, these guys saw this thing and went, holy cow, there's something out there. There's this thing, the Eye of the Universe. I don't even know if they knew what the eye meant, like, in terms of everything. I'd like to believe that maybe they did, especially because that would be a very interesting parallel that this game could be trying to draw right now with this DLC. But, you know, the other thing is also, oh my god, it is hard to pull yourself into there. And ergo, because I couldn't make it with my boat, I'm making it with my jetpack. Because I can sort of bounce myself around. Maybe. This hidden grove is very hard to get to, is all I'm gonna say. Okay. Got it. I do not, in fact, have it. Gosh darn it. Can I stand somewhere, please? Standing. On the ground. Boop. Okay. Now I need to go upper. Quicker. preferably narrower. Okay. And hop. Gosh darn it, I missed. Hop. Okay, I landed. Right there. No. Gosh darn it, I missed. Because I just started sliding. Come on. Nope. Okay, come on. Okay. And then we go like this. Really? I hit too hard. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Is the thing broke yet? It's not, actually. That surprises me. It's probably about to. Okay. Alright. Now. Ow. Ow. I keep doing that. Like, I proved that you can do this last episode. I know that this little ledge is the key to getting over to the other side. I just wish it was a bit nicer in the way it's set up. In fact, I think it is. In fact, I think I'm a dummy right now. Maybe. I'm uncertain. Maybe. It depends how aggressive they need you to be with the jetpack. Which, I mean, very aggressive has been a statement I have thrown at this game sometimes with its jetpack requirements sometimes. Yeah, wow. Yikes. This is very much a yikes. Can I? Ow. Ow. Yeah, and you can't do anything from down here, I think is what I figured out from this. Yeah, at this rate, we kinda need to just... Yep, and the dam just broke. So, I guess we do that in the next attempt, and I spend more of my time at the riverbed just trying to figure this out. So, yeah, we need to figure this area out right there, I guess, then. I will also say the background music is different for this area, which is an additional unique choice to think about. Yeah, okay, so this is the river house that exists for this side, entering in. It is very interesting that there is this, you know, almost controlled flow zone that we could go through if we were better at aiming. Ow. Okay. There we go. I'm like, I know that I'm kind of hopping around through here using my oxygen to get me around. It's because I don't want to go all the way down just to come all the way back around, you know? And if at all possible, I would like to, you know, find whatever is in here without having to go and do anything overly fancy, but, you know, I'm thinking I'm not going to be so lucky this time. Yeah, it's interesting. Oh, once the water gets in here, all the light goes out. That's what it is. Okay. So it isn't like this thing undid itself and opened its door, you know, unintentionally. It was very much a intentional, this is going to do something. Please let me on to the stuff that is moving. So that I don't have to sit here and get carried. Or we can just, you know, determine that oxygen absolutely sucks as a fuel propellant, which I get it. I know it does. And punish me in a very annoying way right now. Ow. I'm getting river rapided. Do you mind, game? Do you mind? Do you mind actually letting me move while I'm in this water, or am I going to just struggle the entire time? Struggle the entire time feels like the option we're going for. Which, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like they designed the gravity here to be just at the right amount of annoying, where it is very much just being a problem to me right now. Okay, well, I guess since we're struggling to find something to do with, you know, the time I have available, let's try and send us into the Hidden Gorge for real this time, now that the dam is broke, and see if there's something I can do about everything while we're in there. Because, yeah, this place, interesting, and I feel like the Hidden Gorge is my immediate needs solved type place, where whatever we're going to find is going to be related to this Hidden Gorge. And I believe in doing that, yep, that sends us in here properly. So there is a decent way to do this, and you can definitely get in here prior to destruction. I just need to not be a dummy and figure that out for myself. Got it. Okay. Well, if I go this way, I think I can dock myself here. Yep, that should get stuck. Okay, I was about to say, or not get stuck, and, you know, the game's laughing at me. Yeah, that gets stuck there, so that I can go and visit this side proper, or, you know, it's going to say, ha, you thought, and I'm going to cry because the game is mean to me in every way it possibly can be, and I'm very upsetty. Gosh darn it, that's broken. Gosh darn it, it's useless. Okay, well, if that's the case, at least this one isn't useless. so I can actually use it to do some stuff. Okay, do. We pick this up, we go back over. I jump out this window over to here to see this spot being this room again that I'm really, really curious about how I get open, because getting it open feels very important. And this is where the burning tape room is. And this is something, need to find a way to get in to here without getting into there. Are you kidding me? Already? That was a cool trick, I will admit, that I didn't expect to get that quickly. There's a hidden room in here. So how do I get in there? Oh, wait a minute. You're opening this for me if I can get you. Okay, so this is its own little unique trick. That I hope to figure out? Maybe? Gosh darn it. I do think this is a little bit hard to time. I am glad that I got that, but I'm not going to get enough time to do anything with my info. Yep. I opened the door right as the game says no. Okay. That is something I will need to try in a future episode. I do actually have to stop recording for the night now. So, with that all said and done, thank you all so much for watching. This has been an interesting series of dives into this so far, and I'm very excited, so to say, at what's to come. So, yeah, look forward to more of it. I will be playing more of it. And we will see how the rest of this goes. So yeah, thank you guys all so much for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye. You know, I should really say but-I for the end of this, since, you know, echoes of the I. Haha, haha. Whatever. Bye.